Walk-in talk number 6. We're going to talk about this thing. It's a Casio MT-68. They were made in the 80s. I got this particular one for $4 at a Goodwill. It's really cool and it's so much more fun than using a plug-in. You're about to see a video, and the song in the video has heavy use of this thing.
So check out this video
By RAD OK, and we'll talk later. There she is, folks. The Casio MT-68. You can see this one is in okay shape. Somebody has put some stickers. Personally, I enjoy that. It's actually pretty cool. The drawbacks we'll talk about. There's an RCA line out or a headphone out. I use the line out. It is tunable. That right there, if it'll focus on it. So you can tune it, which is a huge thing if you're trying to record with other instruments. If you crank the volume up too much, the electronics themselves are noisy, so I keep it low and try and get gain out of my preamp. There's a little bit built-in reverb and sustain, which are cheesy but cool and usable in certain instances. This vibrato is neat. It's got a delayed vibrato, which means you push the key down and hold it. You can get your first note like that, you know. The vibrato doesn't come on for a minute. You can change the different shapes of your curves, which makes it way more here, right there. So you can select those different envelopes or whatever, whatever you would call it. But you can change the way the note attacks, and you can get a lot of different neat effects and sound usage out of it. It's got a bunch of just your classic Casio sounds. I don't use very many of them. My favorite is the flute and clarinet. It's just kind of a round, smooth tone. I found for whatever reason, there's probably some scientific mathematical thing you could do to it and fix it, but the odd numbers, like this one will have a buzz, this one is fine, this one will have a buzz, this one is fine, this one will have, you know, so the on and off, even and whatever on this particular one. But lucky for me, this is my favorite setting, and it has double, so if you push select, if it's down or up, you get organ or pipe organ, flute or clarinet, whatever. And it's pretty neat. It's polyphonic, so you can play chords and everything too, by the way, if I didn't already say that. It's got a little built-in drum machine. It's kind of fun to do. It's really fun, actually. This is one of those things where you can just sit down, turn it on, and spend an hour just making things and playing around, and it's really fun. And it's got this bass. So there's a manual bass. You can turn it on, turn it off. It'll play arpeggiated. You can select the arpeggio, and it's got 4 different versions. And it does have a built-in speaker, which it makes it that much more fun, because then you can just sit on your couch and play. See, that's a divorce waiting to happen right there. You bring that home. But to interface with my studio stuff, again, I plug it in there. I actually use this, which is not the highest of fidelity, but we come out of that, and then I've got an adapter. And this is where this thing is pretty cool. But when you bring in something like this, which is the POG 2, which is an octave thing, it's got effects, and it just, you can, it turns this into a totally different beast. So much more of a synthesizer, and it's really awesome. Like the combination, I mean, this is new. It's like $200. You know, you can probably, I don't know what they go for about now. I'd say it's worth $150 to me all day long. So I've got $154 into these two, and I've got some truly classic 80s synth sounds. But yeah, so I usually will run, I don't always turn this on, because sometimes I just want that dry. You can get the biggest, fattest basses without using this. You just want to run this and play with your preamp and get it right where you want it. But anyways, I come here into this if I want to mess with it, and then it comes direct in there, and then it hits. This is actually my interface into my computer, so it hits the mixer, and then it goes in. That's actually not an audio program, but then it hits the computer. So there you go, Walk and Talk number 6 in the can. Thanks for watching. I've been Marty. You've been wasting time on YouTube. Again, good job. Thanks, I'll see you next time.
Peace, y'all.